Hello everybody and welcome back to the Limit of Adhesion. I am Jake, joined by Jason once again. How are you tonight?
Very well, thanks. How are you?
Kind of excited. Darlington, the lady in black, the track too tough to tame. Should be interesting.
Yes.
Not starting tonight, but coming into tonight on the championship leaderboards, Nick Leo, Jake Weaver second, Jack Durham third, Joseph Davids fourth, Novak is fifth, Steve Angie sixth, Chris White seventh, Scott Hare eighth, Juan Escamilla ninth, Scotty Chin is your top 10. And you have Schooling, McKevely, Aaron Jenkins, Robert Gamble, and Nick Biddy for top 15. Little over a mile, 1.3 miles. Turns 1 and 2 are not nearly the same as 3 and 4.
Yeah, I think I saw 109 degrees.
Starting inside row number 1 is Jack Durham, Robert Campbell.
Jake Weaver, Sky Hera, row 2.
Tony Martin and Nick Leo make up row number 3.
Chris White and Scotty Chin in row 4.
Number 62, Marcus Goodwin, starting inside Lawrence Aaron Jenkins of the 96.
John Novak and Brian Messer, row 6.
Row 7, Jason Weaver and Keith Schooling.
Old FR 2.0 and GT1 season and GT3 teammates, those two.
Yes. F3 Series 2, right? The first F3 Series?
Yes, first F3 series.
Not a lot of racing surface. This track, all those grooves is all racing surface, but usable racing surface is only about the top 2 grooves all the way around.
Yeah, the favor lanes there. Yeah, top 3. There you go.
I expect, being the first time Yellowway has been here as a group, I think these drivers are gonna single out quite quickly, being how tough this track is.
It is pretty tough. Too tough, as you said earlier. He's got his flag.
Durham's gonna lead him.
Inside row got a good start.
Yeah, they did. But as you've said before, it's easier for the third place car to get going than it is the second place, because you can see the leader better.
Ooh.
Hera into the wall.
Scott Hera, that's what I say.
It's already taken its first victim.
Jack Durham leads lap 1.
It's interesting to see Gamble and Hera as far up as they were early on, because last Chris White hitting the wall in the back. Last round, they had late run pace, so I'm kind of curious to see if they'll have it here as well.
It's going to be tough to tell a little early. This track is tough on tires.
So Novak making a move on Goodwin. Messer's going to follow him through. It's scary passing here. Scary for both cars, the one passing and the one being passed.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Schooling had a run on Jason Weaver there going into the corner. Is that Campbell, Weaver, and Leo? Or Leo just gets flirty with the wall.
There's that Darlington stripe. He just wanted to put on his car there. Well, I don't know if he wanted to, but he did.
Hopefully that's the only stripe he puts on tonight. That goes for all of these drivers, but...
Yeah. I'm sure almost everybody's going to have a Darlington stripe by the end of the day.
battle for second here, and it doesn't look like... Gamble put too much of a fight, but why would you?
Yeah.
One, not only because it's very early, and two, it's this track.
Jake Weaver didn't really want to put a stripe on his car that early, I guess. He kept it off the wall by inches.
Schooling still feeling the pressure.
Novak and Messer. Following the ledge. That's something interesting there.
Leo all over the back of Gamble. It's kind of like a road course in the sense of setting up passes where you kind of, again, not even a road course, but a short track really. There's not really a move you can make. You have to force a mistake out of the guy ahead of you.
Yeah, you can get the run off the corner too, as well, I should say. Oh, legend. Keeps it off Novak just, I mean... Probably scared John up a little bit.
Oh, a little.
I'm sure Ledge was a little nervous there too, but...
I'm sure Messer was gripping his wheel too.
Yeah, you can get a run through the corner to make the pass off. It's kind of difficult. Oh, Ledge is going to hit the wall again going in.
He might be feeling pressure from Novak. I think it almost looked like he was trying to give him the bottom there.
Oh, that could be. Yep, I believe you're right. You're probably absolutely right.
It's just hard.
It's hard. It's a difficult track.
Especially going into the corner. Too wide.
It's a very difficult track. And like you said earlier, some of these guys have never been here. They've only had, I mean, it's been on the schedule, so you had time to practice, but you're always practicing for the next race. You don't think 4 or 5 races ahead.
Right.
And I know Lawrence was not familiar with the track because he didn't have the track. He bought it 2 weeks ago, so. And he's on a single monitor.
Yeah, that we do know. He is on a single monitor. Can you imagine if this was an evening race, though? He would have had the sun setting behind the towers.
Yeah, that's tough.
That would have been another obstacle for him.
Yeah, he's struggling right here early.
Well, he's got another 110 laps to get it.
I guess, yes. Yes.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I was just about to say, look at the gap Durham was put on those guys, but I mean, with the slide we just saw coming out of fourth there, I imagine that car's a little hard to handle right now.
Yeah. I mean, that's 4 turns in a row. He's into the wall.
There's Aaron Jenkins down pit lane now.
Oh, his right front's broke. That'll happen.
Maybe he was just, and it's fixed. Maybe he was just trying to.
And it's fixed, he says.
Maybe he was just trying to get into the inside lane that whole time, just trying to get down pit lane.
Yeah, it's possible.
Hera getting around Chris White and Novak as well. Saw the open door and took it. Messer might be in trouble.
Oh. Chris getting a little loose off and saving it, but Brian was probably sweating right there.
Brian seems to be finding himself in those positions quite often.
Yeah.
Oh, both of those cars came out the corner a little slanted.
Yeah.
Crooked. That's what I was looking for. Is Durham rocking his new paint scheme this week? Whiskey Motorsports paint scheme. His teammate Juan Escamilla is not here tonight.
Oh, I know. Last time we talked to him, he wasn't feeling well, but he's also got internet issues.
He did say he was doing better. He was in Discord.
Marcus Goodwin. They're in the 62. I don't think he has not raced. It's been in the league a few weeks, but this is, I believe, his first race.
I think it was a good pass. I don't know about a good win, but you know.
Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh.
It's probably not the first time.
I'm sure.
Oh, Leo.
Just
getting a little tight there.
Yeah, I know I mentioned it last week or 2 weeks ago, but I think I'm going to hold my breath a little bit more often than I did at Michigan. Oh, Novak getting sideways and keeping it together.
Just caught the elevation change there. The banking change, rather. That's drastic there. Whoa, both of them.
Yeah, I was just going to say. Brian Messer and Chris White doing same identical stuff there.
Yeah, everybody's got their hands full. I think except Jack.
Robert Campbell keeping it up there, and Jake Weaver's keeping it up there too, up front. What's a C? That gap that Jack Durham's got. I wonder. Not that I expect any issues. He takes pretty good care of his stuff, but I'm wondering if how well his tires are going to hold out. Just getting ready to put Legend Schooling Lap down here.
Ledge just moves out of the way.
Yeah. I know Lawrence he's not really racing for anything here.
The challenge. He does enjoy the challenge.
He does. I mean, he was 2 laps down. He just went 3 laps down. There's no point in trying to That's one thing I can say about this league. For the most part, everybody is. Oh, Leo into the wall, little bump. Very courteous. But you have to be.
Yeah, especially if you're racing the same guys every
Right.
other week.
And there's another thing I can say about this is there's I mean,
27 goes for another ride.
I mean, competition's competition, and things happen, and things can get heated because of those happenings, but
Say a highlight Tony Martin, our newcomer, but I don't think that's the highlight he wanted, taking the black paint strip around the wall. Blue, rather. There's Marcus Goodwin. Chasing down Scott Chin.
yeah, welcome to those guys.
Sounded like somebody threw a paper plane at us there.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
We're swinging a bat.
Yeah. Or a whiff on a third hole tee.
Yeah. Been there. Novak scraping off some paint.
Yeah, but he didn't hit it hard. He just kind of rode it. And that's new. They're going to fix that stuff. They're going to, I mean, maybe not there, but it's in the updates.
That wasn't intentional, like
No.
real life, but you know.
Yeah. Ross Chastain.
Yeah. Chastain. The Chastain.
Yeah, he was a hero for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Out Durham's on fire.
Yeah, he's catching up to more traffic.
Yeah.
Hera taking away 4th place from Martin. Good recovery drive from him after his lap 1 slide. There's Novak. Started in the back. Usual Novak things. That's his challenge.
Yeah.
Don Parker does it on the roadside, but Novak does it over here in the ovals. They like to start in the back and see how far they can get. Speaking of Don Parker, the silly season madman, he I was just going to mention that we are in the midst of a silly season over in the road division. He puts together a bunch of silly races. They're tracks and car combos that shouldn't go together. Like
Yeah, and I think... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was just saying, like Pro 2s on a regular road course, and
Ooh.
that was better than it could have been.
Yep.
He did the dreaded Legacy Silverado. You know, the one that's in the pickup cup. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
On a flat road course. That was a show.
And he's having he's got a hide and seek thing going. I think for the finale or one coming up here, some sort of hide and seek race. I believe it's at Spa, but I'm not 100% sure.
That sounds interesting. But while that is going on, signups for GT3 and the Lotus?
Lotus 79.
The Lotus 79 are open if you are road racers.
And under 4,000K. Or, yeah, 4,000K. 4,000 IR.
I did not know they implemented that.
Yep. That's new, but yes. They're trying to keep the I ratings under 4,000. I mean, you can go over it if you're under it when you come into the league and you go over it. It's not an issue, but. And this one's open too. Ooh, a little smoke there, probably from Novak. I guess that could have been from. Instead, I had Scott Hara. Ooh, Nick Leo. I thought he was going to hit it a lot harder than he did. T86 pulling over.
Yeah, I was just watching, thinking these cars are getting a little rough on the handling, it appears. You're at 120 laps. 2 sets of tires in pit lane.
Yeah,
Well,
that's 3. Yeah.
I was going to say, when do you split it up into 3 legs total? 3 stints? Being how tricky it is, or do you stick to your usual strategy of, well, I can't say usual for Chris White, but usual strategy of a one-stopper? Or do you go for the 2?
I don't know. I mean, if you got the car set up good, one stop might work. But if you do not like your car much at all, I'm thinking you better do 2 stops. This is a little early, though, lap 39. 38, he came in on 38.
That's a third. Well, yeah, I guess. 40's a third.
Right. I mean, if you come in 2 laps early now, and then you come in 2 laps early, you're already down 4 laps. You're putting 4 laps on it less, 4 extra laps on the last set of tires. But the track temperature can be cooler. You can make adjustments to make the car feel better. It's a very long time on pit road for Weaver.
Well, if he's like the other Weaver, then he's got damage to fix.
Yeah.
Chris White.
Chris White's, yep.
It's 101 second stop. Keith.
Ooh, hang on to it, Keith. Oh. I thought it looked like he was coming down some freaking ski slope in the Alps or something there, the way he was going.
Hitting every flag.
Oh, yeah, slalom skier coming down. Yeah, there you go. Messer gonna... Nope. I thought maybe Brian was thinking about pitting there, but... And Darlington, this is a very, very, very difficult pit road to get down.
Both these cars look like they're enjoying themselves right now. Leo and Novak still at it. think if you're Leo, you just follow. Not like that, but
No. And what are you gonna do? I mean, he could follow. You don't want to force an issue. You don't want to try and force a pass and heat up tires or burn the right front off trying to make a pass.
he's been holding Novak off up until this point, so you don't know how hard he's been driving.
Right.
Either one, really.
Yeah, I was supposed to say, you don't know how hard John was driving either. Jason Weaver behind Jack Darman. He is 4 laps down. Probably on fresh tires. Jack is on his original, so Weaver's probably going to get a lap back here.
Schooling down pit lane.
He spent an awful long time on pit road. That's going to major deficit. Oh, Novak is hard.
That hard enough to break the suspension.
Yeah, and I'm surprised it's not, really. I mean, we saw Aaron Jenkins with the broken right front earlier. I know he hit the wall multiple times.
Normal pit stop for Schooling.
But the ones that, yeah, Keith, you had 47 laps on a set of tires.
Scott Chin. This might be the
Chris. Go ahead.
Chris White and Novak really low there, but I think this might be the point where drivers are starting to lose control of their cars.
Whew, look at the speed difference there. 27. It's so easy to miss pit road entrance at this track if you don't know where it is.
There's no indicators on where it is, really.
And it's such a hard left. I mean, John just came off there and still hugged the wall, so it's kind of difficult to miss it in that case, but it's slow and a green flag stop. But it's safe.
Yeah, I think I would rather take the slower and safer option than spin
I
it
think.
or
I agree.
miss.
So yeah, getting back to what I was talking about earlier. Obviously, there's openings in this league, and for $200-300, you can get started. iRacing's got a 50% off deal for new subscribers, and you can get a set of pedals and a wheel, fairly inexpensive as a starter.
Yeah, Thrustmaster and Logitech.
Yep. You only need a table and a desk and a monitor, computer that runs the software.
I started with a laptop on a kitchen table.
Yeah, so did I. Ooh. Is that Gaggle? It's a Matt Malone reference. Durham's still on his original set of tires. We're going to try and split this race up into 2. Nope. He's coming down pit road.
Well, if he goes another 50, he'll have the last 20 on fresh tires.
Yeah, where if these people that are splitting up, these guys that are splitting up, splitting the race into even thirds, they're gonna be on 30-lap tires when he comes out and has freshies. Depends on how much time he loses by staying out that long, but
I don't.
Campbell's gonna move. This is gonna be. Oh, I thought he was a lot closer to the barrels than he was. I was expecting to see those barrels come up a little quicker.
Barrels and commitment cone.
He made the commitment cone pretty good, but he started creeping on the right side of that yellow line, and I thought the barrels were going to come up a little quicker. Good entrance to their stops, those three guys. Durham, Gamble, and Hera. Durham is back out on track. I missed his time. Aaron Jenkins back down pit road. Woo! 14-8 for Robert
caution
Campbell.
Lights are flashing, I thought. Yep. They're not yellow here, they're white.
Are you kidding? I did not even know that.
Yeah, it's a singular light on, well, the lights, and it flashes white. Oh,
Novak in school.
Novak and Schooling were on pit lane as it came out. Right? Oh no,
Yeah,
Novak.
Go ahead.
No, they weren't.
No, they have about the same time. They're only a few seconds different, so I am wondering if they both towed involved in the same incident, because it's 50 seconds, and they're still in the pits.
And I don't think either of them are on jacks, so.
No, that's what I'm wondering if they towed. Probably towed at the same time. I didn't see what happened, but I'm sure we will.
To get Martin's time here versus Leo's, because it took a while for Martin's. Well, never mind. Leo's getting damage fixed.
Yeah, Nick's getting some damage fixed.
Just say it looked like Martin's took a while for Martin's car to come up after he had stopped.
Maybe that front tire guy had to shuffle to the left or right quite a bit.
That's what I was thinking.
Right. So Jack Durham's going to be our leader, and all those guys in front of him are going to get a wave around. Going to put him right behind the pace car again when we go to green.
Yeah, Messer's up to 5th.
And Weaver was 4 laps down. He is now 2, so he gained 2 spots back. One we saw on track. Here's our incident.
Oh.
Yeah, that one was tough.
I think Brian was just trying to give Keith a place to go, and they both went the same
Yep.
way.
Yeah, Keith. Yeah, I agree. It looks like Keith went around to the left of Brian, and Brian was just going to go left. And there's smoke way up ahead, and John still in the throttle. Wow. Novak saw the... Yeah, I agree. Keith doesn't know. If Brian knows, he's got that much more speed. Just... Another wrinkle from the front.
I think Novak could have slowed down there, but Keith's car also took an unexpected turn up the track, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't know if Keith was trying to save it there either. It could have been, I don't know. Definitely, though, if I think I was in the 85, I would have lifted a little bit. I mean, he saw the hole to the right of Keith to the wall, and that's what he was going for, but here we go. It's all over now, but the crying.
That's
It's just a phrase.
Chris White up in the third row.
Oh!
So 27 hard into the wall on the restart.
Yeah, the 86 went hard left. I don't know what the heck happened there. Thinking Jake Weaver's got some... Yeah, he's definitely got some problems. After it hit that hard, I'm sure he's got it right front.
Throttle control through that corner. See the exit Gamble got there.
Yeah, see, I'm listening. Brian was messing with the throttle a little bit. I read something once where somebody said, one of the drivers, and I can't remember who, I'm sure, Garrett, I thought it was a connection problem with Messer. It is a connection problem with Messer. I'm sure Gareth would probably be able to tell me. A driver once had mentioned that you do not get into the throttle through the corner until you know you don't have to get out of it to finish the corner or something along those lines. But at some tracks, you gotta pedal it.
This is one of them.
Yeah, and I'm sure every dirt track in the world is going to be like that as well. Can't remember the exact quote and who it was that said it.
Oh, someone in the comments will let you know.
Yeah, if you know who that was, leave a message in the comments or leave a comment. Don't remember the exact quote.
Now, Durham doesn't have quite the lead he had the first green flag stint. Leo and Martin are still here.
Yeah, that can be just an adjustment on the stop.
Especially Leo. I was going to say that. Leo tends to show more pace after his first stop.
Yeah,
Every week.
You're right. Yes, I've noticed that. He is definitely making adjustments. So a lot of guys forget. They just like, oh, the car's tight, the car's loose, and oh, I got to worry about it when we hit 30 laps or 20 laps or whatever. It's going to start pushing or it's going to start sliding. But
And sometimes that works for some people, but if you got the know-how to make your pit lane adjustments, then it could work even better.
yeah, there's no reason not to. I think a lot of people overlook it. I overlook it sometimes. I forget about it. But I do open races, I do fixed races,
And with us, the session's weather isn't the same. It's generated. So you could be practicing all week, and you could get a partly cloudy day, a sunny day, a cloudy day, and I've even had foggy days.
yeah, and well, look at last week. We had our last race. It looked like it was going to rain that whole race.
It did. I remember it was Alton Park. We were at Alton Park for the F3s. And I was terrible on the open wheel, so I had to practice throughout the week. Still am terrible on an open wheel. That didn't change. But throughout the week, I was practicing, and I was having good sessions, and I show up to race. I was one of the first cars to practice that Sunday, and it was foggy. You couldn't see anything.
Yeah, it's foggy. It was early morning race or something, yeah. Yep. Tony Martin and Nick Leo, Robert Campbell as well, I guess you could say, and Messer's showing some pace now.
The top 5 checked out.
Yeah, but they haven't I mean, Jack hasn't taken off like he did earlier. You're right. We'll have to see how that works, but I mean, with handling fall off, the guys behind or the guy in front.
And talking about the championship coming in, it's kind of close right now, except for I think the 27's chances are not looking too great anymore with 2 poor finishes in a row. He's still in the pit lanes, so I'm assuming he's not going to come back out.
No, and Jack obviously is catching Nick Leo. Nick's got 1 win to Jack's 3, so Jack has got 10 points just in those wins. I mean, we do have the drop weeks coming up too, so when we show the points at the beginning, those drop weeks are not calculated. We take the two worst finishes in a 12-week season and throw them out. So you get your best 10 finishes out of 12, and that's how we calculate the points.
It's Jason moving down pit lane. These 3 have grouped back up. I think Tony's going backwards.
Yeah, Nick's got Tony into the wall there. Gamble getting around. Nick's up into second. Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at the points now. Coming into the race, Nick has six top 5 finishes. Six top 5s and 7 top 10s out of 8 races.
I was gonna say he's the most consistent with top 5s, isn't he?
Yes. He has 6 top 5s. Jake Weaver's got 5 coming into today. And Durham's got 4. He's missed 1 race. But Durham has also has 3 wins over Leo's 1. So that's where we stand there.
And Jake Weaver has none this season.
Right. Leo has 6 top 5s, like I said, and 7 top 10s. Weaver has 5 5s, 7 10s, and Durham has 4 5s and 5 10s. But those wins are giving Durham a boost in points. Big boost. I'd say 4 wins, 3 wins. He's got 3 wins. He's got 4 poles.
Schooling getting awfully close.
We don't give points for poles or strictly finishing order.
Yeah, it's just finishing, and it's 40 to the winner and 35 to second.
Yep, and it's 1 less every position back. Jack is our only repeat winner.
Yeah,
Oliver Walker. Yeah, Oliver Walker. That was a Watkins Glen win. Grant Hood won Daytona. Juan Escamilla, unfortunately,
wasn't unfortunate that he won Phoenix.
No, I was trying to think of what the track was, but no, Juan Escamilla won, and unfortunately, we didn't. Our video was just. We couldn't get one out for that race. And then Alan Pajari, he's got 1 win, excuse me. Yeah, it's just so unfortunate. He was so stoked he won that race, and we just couldn't get the video out. The video was just, it's so many issues with that race.
Lots of technical issues that week. I wonder if that's why he hasn't been back.
I don't think so.
I don't either. He's been talking in Discord.
The schooling might become an issue here. Maybe not. Maybe these guys will get it sorted. Side by side's going to slow them down a little bit through the corner. Ooh, that's tight.
Nicely done, though.
You know what? We're coming up on 85 laps here, complete. And we're at Darlington with 1 caution.
That's really not bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
Especially for a group of cars that have a few drivers that have never seen this track before.
That's true.
We haven't gone without our problems. There's been lots of paint scrapes, but
We are going to get that here, but all in all, I mean, 1 caution. It's nice to see. I just like it. I just want to shout out to everybody that all the drivers out here doing this.
And I know I've said it before, but when you're in the driver's seat, green flag races are so fun. It becomes a chess game. You really gotta manage your equipment, and you gotta figure out when you're gonna stop. Make your pit stop.
Yep, it's yeah, you gotta stop depending on how the car feels. Obviously, fuel. And if you can stop early and maybe force everybody else to stop, or stop early and take a gamble, the other guys feel comfortable, gain some seconds that way. It's
Yeah, and if you're in the back of the pack, stay out as long as you can. Burn up every ounce of fuel you got. What do you got to lose? Hope for that caution in the mix of the pit cycles and gain a few spots.
Yep, this is Chris White. I believe this is his third stop. Or second stop.
I do believe this is his second stop, yeah.
The 86s. I just noticed, I saw Jason when we were going across the screen, and he was 2 laps down. He's now 5 laps down. He went from 4 to 2 to 5. Yes, race fans like green flags. They don't like, I mean, the guys that cheer on cautions and stuff like that, they're not race fans.
No, they're carnage fans.
Yeah, that's not racing. That's wrecking. This is
Yeah.
totally different. Used to drive me nuts. You go to the track and people cheer when I was on. There was a wreck, and it actually happens. People cheer when, I mean, all right.
And not just a rivalry of one rival turning another, like just...
No. People would actually cheer because there was a wreck. I think that's why fans watch Daytona so much. The plate races, Daytona, Talladega, just... And for me, I could care less. I don't really... I mean, if I could watch it without a wreck, I'd love it. But you know there's going to be a wreck. There's always a potential of somebody getting hurt or worse.
Especially in these Gen 7s this season. There's lots of injuries this year.
Yeah.
Or there was.
Yeah, those rear wall hits are
ended Kurt Busch's career.
Yep, concussions left and right. And Kurt had problems with concussions before. There's a network issue. Don't know if that was Messer again or not. There's Brian. Woo! There's a Chastain.
I was just... He already did it, so I can say it now. I was just thinking to myself that he had a fairly clean looking car compared to other cars here tonight.
Yeah, Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's one that probably doesn't have a mark on it right there. Got 217. I would bet he has not done anything that damaged that car tonight.
Oh, Gamble's getting awfully close to that outside barrier.
I just watched the guys come off the corner and lose their rear.
Turn 4 will get you. Because you're turning.
Yep, that's the thing. A lot of people think it's the car's loose, the car's loose, the car's loose. It's not. It could be very tight, and you're putting so much wheel into it. We've said it before that when it unloads and comes off the banking, and the weight transfers there, it throws the car. Let's go, Chin. I haven't seen him in a while.
I mean, at Darlington, I think that's a good thing.
What? Oh, that we haven't seen him?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we haven't seen Novak in a while either, but he's sitting in the pits, and so is Jake Weaver, so that kind of... It's not good, I guess.
I gave him 110, and he looks like he's got it. Down a little bit better. With 23 to go. We don't mean to pick on you, Ledge. Maybe a little, but... Durham's got a almost 8-second lead over Gamble. Gamble has opened his lead on Leo up to 2. Martin's fallen back from Leo about 4, a little less than 4. So those three have split up.
They're staying in order, though. There's Brian in 5th, 5 seconds back.
Yeah, this would be if Scott, and I think he did, pitted around 50. This is the other scheduled stop, I would assume. Durham pitted around 50, so we'll see if he goes to the end, or... I'm sure he can.
And I don't know how clean Chris White's car probably... yeah, he might have had issues. He's 4 laps down. I was wondering, because I know he pit just a little over 40, and then again at lap 88. So I guess we can't really use him as a benchmark either for splitting it up into even thirds or 50-50 and 20. Or if Jack's going to go 60 and 60.
Well, Jack pitted around 50, 52.
Oh, yes, you're right. Yep. And stayed out during the caution.
Yeah, because he had just completed the stop.
Right.
Grips Goodwin. And, you know, you think, ooh.
Woo-hoo-hoo, hang on to it.
It's Tony Martin.
Tony Martin, yeah.
You'd think you got Messer and Goodwin pitting right now with 18 to go. You would think that it's 18 to go, just stay out. But it's when your car is handling bad, that's the longest 18 laps of your life.
You're right.
It's just,
I mean, even 18 laps on fresh tires could scare you depending on the track, how hard you drove it.
not only are you trying to not wreck yourself when your car is handling bad, but don't want to take anybody else out with you.
No, especially late in the race like this. I mean, you're right. You don't ever want to do it, but yeah, I would feel horrible if you just spent an hour racing and fighting traffic and fighting your car or fighting the track, 10 laps to go, and you get taken out. Or you take somebody out. That's what I should say. You feel horrible. Kind of like doing a 12 or 24-hour race, and you're coming down to the last hour, and
even sharing the car with other drivers. You know, you're each taking 4 equal splits. You're coming to the end of your split, and you crash the car.
Yeah. You put all that time and effort into those things. I mean, and this is, it's only an hour, but
you say only an hour, but it's a lot.
I mean, compared to a 12-hour or 24-hour race, but you're still going to feel like crap if you ruin somebody's 120-lap race. Ooh, yeah. Master on first tires. Look at that speed.
I don't want to say that there's a good time to be in a accident, but I would prefer it in the middle. Because you did all the prep work, you're ready to go, you crash at the beginning,
and that sucks. Yeah.
And then you get through the whole race and you crash at the end. That sucks.
Yep. You see the speed difference that Fresh Tires makes at this track. I mean, a lot of tracks, but Darlington is notoriously tough on tires. But kudos to these guys that are going to do it on one stop.
I think there's 3 of them, 4 of them.
Yeah. Possibly 5. I mean, Scott Harris still on the lead lap, so possibly 5. I'm sure I couldn't go 120 laps at Darlington on 2 sets of tires.
Yeah, I don't think I could. Ooh. That wasn't exactly soft for Leo there.
He's another one that just doesn't make mistakes. Usually.
Very consistent. But he shows that with his top 5 record.
Yeah. 6 top 5s in 8 races. It's just... Right? Yeah. He had a 6th and an 11th outside the top 5. Those are only 2 results outside the top 5.
And the 6th, can you, I mean, clearly you can count it because it's outside the top 5, but can you really, It's a 6th.
Right, I know, and that was at Daytona.
Chris White coming on pit lane again.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming for tires.
Nope. That right front corner looks a little flat.
It does. It does.
Usually a little more curve in that part of the car.
Those two cars in the
Hera.
front there are for position. Yeah, the two on the inside
He's
are.
sideways.
Oh no! I'm speechless.
I think that's what was. I think that's just a case of what you were talking about earlier with fighting a tight car, because that was towards the exit of the corner.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to see the replay there. It's just.
I think it finally let go on him on the exit.
It was Marcus Goodwin on the inside. It's Scott Hera on the out, and it did look like Hera got snapped loose.
Whenever we have multiple first time racers with us in the same race, one of them gets involved in trouble. I'm not saying that was Goodwin's fault. There seems to be, whenever multiple new drivers show up for the first race the same week, one of them gets unfortunate.
Oh, I understand what you're saying. Yeah. Oh, Nick Leo missed his box a little bit. He's getting tires. Durham's getting tires. And then it's Messer. Is that Messer?
Durham, Martin, Leo, and Hera.
Should have been. Yeah, okay. So that was probably Tony Martin in like the fifth box. I can't see from this angle. He missed his box a little bit. I thought when I saw Durham coming in, I'm like, oh, this could be a bad idea, but everybody behind him came in, so those front 5-6 guys are going to be on fresh tires.
Yeah, and I think they were all on old tires.
Oh, I'm sure. They all got tires. They only had 3 sets. The one set they started with, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it would have come down to how many cars are on the lead lap, because it'll be a green-white checkered. And if all those guys stayed out, I mean, I know Durham is showing a lot of pace, but he wouldn't have had anywhere to go.
If he stayed out?
If he pitted and everybody else stayed out.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's what I said. He was a lead car, and that's.
But
you're taking a gamble because the guys behind you could have stayed out.
But if he stayed out and everybody else pitted, then he's in trouble.
Right.
So,
possibly it's kind of tough to. I guess if Jack stayed out and I'm the second place car, I'm staying out. Yeah, that's Hera hits the wall. And then gets loose coming off, yep. And that collects Marcus Goodwin to 62.
Messer got a little bit of that too, but
the cars don't look that bad. Ooh, Brian.
Just unlucky.
Yeah, I think Brian's is. Brian got the short straw there. I think he had the hardest hit right into the wall.
See, I told you, he's always finding himself in these situations.
Yeah, Goodwin got pretty hard into the outside wall too.
Does Leo have anything for Durham? Out of the top 4, I think Leo, especially starting on the outside, has the best shot.
That's what I was going to say before we started watching. I better shut my mouth. Here we go. Nick's got to get a good start here. I mean, there's the Geico restart zone. You got to know when it's going to go. You got to go now. And Durham got that good start.
Yeah, but Leo did manage to hold off Tony.
He did.
And he's not. He's in position. We know they're all driving hard, especially Tony.
Ooh. Yeah, Tony just got into the wall, and Nick is right on Jack's right rear corner there.
Leo's got to get a good run out of 2 here.
He looks like he got a little loose there. He's going to tap the wall.
I think that was it.
As does Martin in behind.
I think that wall tap ended it.
You got to drive hard to try and get that, but that might obviously was a touch too hard. Jack Durham.
Oh, look at a race to the line for 3rd.
Hera and Tony Martin there. Jack Durham. 5th pole. 4th win. This is really going to launch him.
Yeah.
I mean, like we were saying earlier, I think Jake Weaver's got really a lot of work to do here. Even to stay maybe in the top 3.
I was gonna say, I think he's just gotta set his sights on making a podium.
Yeah, I agree, and Nick Leo's going to have to
Get at least another win.
Yeah, he's got to get a couple more wins if he's gonna try and repeat his championship from last season. Congratulations, Jack Durham.
There's a good shot of the new livery. Jack Durham is your winner tonight. Nick Leo came home 2nd, Tony Martin 3rd. He beat out Scott Hera just barely at the line by 1/1000th of a second. Robert Campbell 5th, Scotty Gen 6th, Brian Messer 7th, Jason Weaver 8th, Marcus Goodwin 9th, Keith Schooling 10th, Chris White 11th, Aaron Jenkins 12th, Jake Weaver 13th, John Novak 14th.
All right. So where are we up to next?
Bristol next.
Short track racing.
Yeah.
Under the lights.
I was going to say, I believe it's Bristol night.
Yes, it's under the lights.
2nd appearance at Bristol.
Nice.
Yeah. Should be good.
Yes.
On behalf of the Yellow Way, we say thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.
Goodbye.